How's it going, guys? Spicy Donut here. Today I wanted to show my journey to top 500 in Arena. I'm using Fina, Locke, and Jaden just because of the map layout. It's really good for missile teams, and I just really wanted to show off how Fina can do very well in this map. I did want to use more units that had like more jump and movement, so I'm using Locke to do that, and I'm just using Jaden and Fina for like long range support. Also, I wanted to talk about a few upcoming units that I'm excited for. One of them being the Summer Helena, if anybody else has seen that come out. I think she's going to be a great unit to upgrade like Thunder teams, along with Sid that's going to come out in Final Fantasy Tactics and Lightning the unit. There's also Queen Macherie. She's an Earth unit. I think she's going to be important to kind of help counter these Thunder units just a little bit. Also, Earth is just an element that I think needs more support and help. So I can't wait for those units to come out. But for now, I'm going to be showcasing my journey to top 500. I'm just going to be doing a little bit of talking about some of the stuff I see and some of the team compositions that some people should be looking out for. And if you can see there how my Locke, he like first thing gets across the map and starts engaging with the other team, while Fina kind of does like support by attacking. When she hits that sparkle shower, it lowers accuracy on whatever it hits, so that makes it easier for Locke to be able to dodge. Unless, you know, the enemy has, or the opposing team has like 100% hit moves. So I've noticed that those water teams with Celis, they're pretty good. They definitely counter my Jaden quite a bit, and I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it. But Fina still gets around that magic absorption move she does. See here, that ice unit that just came out, that's the bow user. I fought her a few times in the limited guild battle, and she's performed very well. Yeah, just right away she's able to snipe my Fina across the map. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about my setup. So with Fina, I do have like diamond coat on. No, I think Jade has diamond coat. Yeah, Fina, I focused more on building her magic up. I did give her a bow that's +6 that has a lot of accuracy, just in case I come across other teams that have a lot of evasion. With Locke, for him, I just make sure I have enough evasion and speed as well. It's very important that he can get down across the valley before the enemy does, because he needs to proc his Boon of the Phoenix for that re-raise, because it's very important. Because if he gets across and he gets down, then that's pretty much it. So he needs to be able to re-raise. I also have the sub job for him where he uses the fist skills. And on his TMR, I do have piercing for those moves as well. And I think it's really underrated because it's a different damage type that people don't really think about. And there's not a whole lot of like fist users out there. And with Locke, he has a lot of attack and evasion, so he can get really close and continue to use those moves on my enemies. In this arena video, I try to go against pretty much all the elements just to see what is great to fight against, or actually what would be a counter to my setup is really what I'm trying to figure out. So when I climb even higher, I don't have to worry about picking the wrong teams to fight up against. So far, I think the biggest challenge for me is going to be like the water teams, just because of Celis and Jaden. Celis will just eat all his attacks. Also, Astrius, he can just completely wreck my Lucio. I'm sorry, not Lucio, Locke. Yeah, it looks like this Earth team is not really doing very well against me. Yeah, this Earth team. See, that's another reason why I'm kind of excited for that Queen Washerie. Earth really does need better units. Earth was pretty strong at one point whenever the Zazan came out for it, but that's been quite a while. I mean, there's been a couple of other Earth units that have come out since then, but nothing really like groundbreaking to where Earth was like a super big problem. Not to mention you have very good wind units to counter Earth, so that's another issue. It's not like where you're fighting like water teams against thunder teams and the water team can still manage to pull it off. But yeah, Earth definitely needs more support. Let's see who I'm fighting here. A couple of these matches I kind of forgot who I'm fighting. I did a pre-recording on these, but I was watching my kids, so I don't think I got to see the full fight of a lot of these. I also want to point out that Fina, regular Fina, because we're going to get Dark Fina pretty soon. Regular Fina, or Light Fina, I think she's very underrated. She has a very far attack, the Sparkle Shower, lowers accuracy, and plus her superior healing skill. That does a lot of healing. It removes any debuffs, and plus the area of effect for healing is just the biggest area of effect for healing there is in the game currently. I highly recommend like newer players or even like experienced players try her out. She's very good. I've used her in a lot of content, whether it be like PvP, PvE, even on like Brutal and Nightmare quests. Like her abilities have really helped me out. Mostly because I like to run a lot of evasion, and it helps my evasive units dodge better if I can get Fina's attack off. Alright, who am I going to face next? There's a lot of like ice and water units I've noticed as the higher I've climbed the arena. A lot of lower crofts. There's an all-water team. Let's see how this is gonna go. I also wanted to say that I know I haven't done a lot of my videos where I'm recording my voice. It's just hard. The only way I'm able to do that is like wake up early in the morning and record my voice before everybody else is awake. So a lot of my videos lately have been me using Mr. Sprinkles, the pug, in the videos, and I just use captions just because it's a little difficult to record my voice. I do enjoy it. I like using this avatar to make the videos, but like I said, it's just hard to find the time. Plus I have to get up like really early in the morning, and it's kind of hard to do that on my day off. And you know, my voice in the morning isn't great. I haven't warmed it up. I just get up straight away and just start recording my voice. So if it sounds a little scratchy, or if I'm like clearing my throat a lot, it's just because I just literally woke up. In all these fights, I did notice I haven't come across another unit that was doing what my lock was doing, which was just running straight across and down to the enemies on the high side of the map. I think people should really consider that as a tactic, because when my lock does it, it really disrupts a lot of their movements. Oh wow, lower croft actually landed a hit. No, I think I actually remember what happens here. Yeah, I think this is the one I actually lose, but like due to a technicality. So I did already climb arena from, I forgot what rank I was, and I started recording once I hit 1000, just so I can show what kind of meta teams there are out there. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Lock breathing technique, super underrated. That extra HP he can get definitely helps. Yeah, this is definitely the map where I lost due to technicality. It doesn't happen often. Usually I can either wipe the enemy team out or I get wiped out myself. Never do I really use or lose to being like timed out or turned out with not enough turns to finish. I definitely think I could have won that last one if I had just a few more turns, but I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm just gonna move on and keep climbing arena. I could keep pushing arena using the Viz restores, but I'm mostly free to play, so I only did the Viz restore this one time just because I just barely hit top 500 and I want to at least make it to 300. I also don't have this week's like large bonus for arena. I think I only have like a medium bonus. There's the Jaden just sniping my Fina across the map. I also on my Jaden, I have to make sure he has a lot of like accuracy, just because going up against other light teams, Jaden does not have a lot of accuracy. You definitely have to build a TMR with a high amount of accuracy, or just have his like gun with the aim version for more accuracy. Some vision cards can help, but you definitely had to have a lot of accuracy for Jaden. As well as Fina, I make sure I had a lot of accuracy for Fina, but I can't really show that in this fight because she got sniped right away. That's another important thing on this map. You definitely need to make sure that if you want your long range units to benefit the most, they definitely need to have more agility than the enemy team. So having high agility on this map in particular, if you're using long range units, is very important. Just because, like with Fina there and Jaden, if Fina was able to shoot the Jaden first with her sparkle shower, then his accuracy would have been lowered and she might have had the chance to dodge. Alright, so my next matchup is going to be this wind formation. I think this is the first one, or the only one I fight in this video. There's a little Leo trying to be brave and hit my Jaden right away. I also want to say congratulations to my guild, the Underworld. We did really well in our limited guild battle. Like really well. We had mostly like 90% of people like participating every single day. So congrats to all of them. A definitely well earned and deserved Vizier at the end of it. And if anybody's interested, we're still accepting members. I think right now we're currently 21 members out of a max of 30. I'll put everything in the description. I have a Discord link as well. We talk in there. We showed memes, talk about stuff that's going to come out in the future. Also cooperation during like guild raid events or limited guild battles. We're a pretty casual guild. I think we got some really strong players in our guild. Yep, and there goes Joom. Alright, I'm in the top 300s or getting to 300 right there. Something I've been wanting to do. So there's a gear in the Mog shop, the Hermes sandals. I've been wanting to get more recipes so I can make a +6. But it's so hard to get any matches in the free battles. And anytime I ever try to fight someone, it just never goes through, and there's almost no one playing it, I guess. And the Hermes sandals, if you look at the +6, they're really good, but unfortunately, it's just really hard to obtain. I do wish there was a way that way you can like farm those medals better, but there just really isn't unless we're doing the, what is it? Is it quick pick that you get medals from that? I don't really remember. Oh, so back to this fight real quick. So the reason why I'm fighting this team, because I saw this Mustadio and I was really curious as to what the heck these people were doing with him. I can imagine that he would actually be pretty good once he gets his 120. I mean, he's not that bad of a unit, even at 99. I did use him to clear the Earth selection quest. His abilities to like put stats on the enemy or debuffs is really good. He also has like skills that can change like missile, which only a few units do that, like Lucia. And you know, on this map, considering that it's really good for missile units, I'm actually surprised nobody is using Lucia. She has really good skills, even at her 120. I've used her before. She's really good. And considering that there's a lot of support for wind right now, I don't know why people aren't using Lucia. That's just a bit odd to me, but the units that people actually forget about when it comes to using like missile units, Lucia being one of them. There's also the Summer Summer Lilith. Yeah, I believe she's a missile user. I don't think a lot of people picked her just because her kit initially looked kind of underwhelming, but maybe she'll get a decent upgrade with the release of Summer Helena. I think they should all be getting like their master abilities upgrade. Man, poor Fina. She's always getting sniped across the map. That's an interesting like rainbow comp right there with Celis, Jaden, and that other guy, I forget his name. And considering it's a rainbow comp, I think I actually lose on this one. That's another thing I wanted to show is that there's actually a lot of rainbow comps that I've seen in the top end of the arena. There's not a like before it was like straight like mono element. I have seen more compositions with mixed elements, which is great, right? That way you can, you know, actually make different teams. more variation, and I think people can come up with interesting ways to win. You know, and that's pretty exciting because it does get kind of boring once you just like start making nothing but mono teams. But if you're able to make like different rainbow teams, that makes it a lot of like variation and sometimes unknown factors that people cannot prepare for. Speaking of unknown factors, I did a video recently where I fought in the limited guild battle. I fought an all ice team that was all bow users, and I got completely wrecked. And I've never lost like that bad before. So if you want to check it out, I do have a video on that. I've seen a lot of Tituses lately. He's definitely not a bad unit. He can definitely hold his own. I think people are mostly using him for his like haste and cheer, which is a great skill. And if you build him correctly, he can also be a little tanky, honestly. So that team I just fought, they went down pretty quick, but my Fina did get sniped. She does perform very well, and then sometimes she just gets like one shot. But she is an MR unit, so she can be pretty easy to obtain. So yeah, I just wanted to show my climb to top 500 or 300 in this case.